So last time I saw you guys was in Steelhouse, Wales.
Yeah.
So has a lot happened since then?
When was that? July?
July time.
Had we
Yeah.
recorded our album then? We had, hadn't we?
Yeah, we just finished recording.
Yeah. So yeah, we've been working very hard on getting the artwork for the album done, vinyl, CD, getting all that sorted out, making the video, which again, lots of hours. So the elves behind the scenes are doing those jobs.
Yeah, the elves. Yeah, it's been pretty full on.
So yeah, just getting prepared for everything. Yeah.
Yeah. So the album, that's Transmissions from Oblivion.
Yes.
And you opened the set at Steelhouse with Oblivion Kid or Oblivion Kids.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was looking out for that song when I do my review. So that's a belting song, but I couldn't find it anywhere. And I get your album come through the door, and it's on there.
Yeah.
So I'm mightily impressed. It's a great album.
Thank you.
What's the inspiration behind it? If there is any.
I don't think it's a single inspiration. It's kind of it's made up of a lot of different things, really. So I'm obviously.
You mean the song on the album?
Sorry, the album.
The whole
yeah.
album as an entirety.
Yeah, if there's anything.
Well, I think part of it is obviously us coming through all the shit we've been through over the years and sort of getting through that, and obviously having this new product and obviously all new songs ready for it. And it's part of our journey, really. So I think it's representative of that. There's some older songs, new songs. It's kind of that whole period of time really covered.
And is there anything particular on the album? As a band you favour?
Well, I think there's a couple. I don't know, it's different. You know, we all sort of change, don't we? As we one day this is my favourite track, and one day it's another one. But I mean, tonight we played Elegy for Us, and that's a song I love playing. It's got a lot of emotion in it. You know, Mark wrote the lyrics. Did I write a bit of lyrics? Maybe I didn't. I don't think I did. But it's kind of that's a sort of story about us and what over the last 20 odd years, I guess, isn't it really? So that's for me an important song for me. But also Tommy's Tears is I do love that because it's very different to anything we've ever done. But yeah, I like them all really.
I like them all.
And you guys?
Various moments, various times you pick up on different tracks, and
I said there's a phase on that album, Elegy for Us, and the track that follows it.
Hello.
Yeah, so that takes you to a bit of a place on there. And I was going to ask you the story behind Elegy for Us, but you just answered that. What about Tommy's Tears? Is there a story behind that one?
There is, yeah. That was a little one that Mark knocked up.
That was when we written about a particular person that we met on tour last year. Just dedicated to that guy, really.
All right.
It was,
that was the inspiration behind the song. So
it was a nice tour. We were on tour with Cherie Curry, and it was the first kind of proper tour we'd done since we come back. And it was, it was a joyous thing, wasn't it? We had such a blast, and it was
great time.
And we made a lot of, friends with the other band, and we had a really good time. And it was just came and went, it was almost like a dream in a way. It all went so well, and so that came from that.
Yeah, it was a pretty intense, short tour. So it all happened so quickly.
Yeah,
it all went so quickly. There's many things to do.
It was great. A lot of sellout gigs, and it was a lot of fun.
It also mentions the railway, doesn't it? And that's actually where I first met you guys as well.
Yeah.
That's where we first met Stephen.
The first line, isn't it? Second line, yeah.
So there's obviously another hidden meaning in that song as well, really.
Yeah.
So.
And I think the journey, what the songs that we've written, and the way they've kind of gone, because that started off an acoustic thing, and then I was thinking, Maggie May, that sort of vibe.
Yeah.
Maybe, and it just kind of went in a different direction. We ended up doing the whole sort of Spectre thing.
Yeah.
And our producer kind of was, keen on creating that big wall of sound. I mean, we must have recorded about 12 acoustic guitar tracks through that, And
it's pretty.
But another thing for me actually, the guitar solo there is one of my, kind of moved myself for that one.
It's beautiful.
I love it, and it was something that again it's very different. It was very simple, very sort of bluesy, I guess. And our producer was kind of mentioning B.B. King and stuff like that, and I'm proud of that. That's of the
sure, so that's one of your greats.
Yeah.
I think you just get those moments that suddenly they happen. You don't know why, and when they're there, it's brilliant if you can commit that to tape.
And it's nice for the vocal, the sort of phrasing of the vocals as well. Reminds me of stuff like Terry Jack, Seasons in the Sun, and that sort of thing. You know,
It's one of my favourites.
it's not.
If You Go Away, do you know that one?
Yeah, superb.
No.
And that was a good follow. I think that was a follow-up single. Wasn't it?
It's still a Jack Brel song, wasn't it? As well.
Pardon?
Went through this phase of doing Jack Brel songs.
Yeah.
So.
But I think a lot of the songs, you know, and again, it's kind of by accident really, but I think there's a lot of, you know, like Glitterball Apocalypse, for instance. I know you mentioned about that and being like putting a smile on your face, whatever. Is that
Yeah,
like that?
yeah.
It's quite a kind of, you know, it's not a happy song, you know, but it's got a happy melody, and it's
Yeah,
kind of got
that's
that
right, yeah.
old kind of Smiths, Morrissey sort of vibe with very downbeat, depressing lyrics to it.
It's the Kinks as well. For me.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it's and that is a bit of a theme, isn't it, in a way? But it's not. It's by
It's not
accident.
intentional. Yeah, I know. It's just how it works out, isn't it?
And again, alone is. It's kind of, you know, that's positive and negative at the same time. It's kind of, it sounds depressing, but I think there's a thread of, you know, love being important. It's the thing, isn't it? You know, the power of love.
Right,
Jennifer's thing.
Certainly, that's a good title. I'm hanging out with that.
My fifth album.
So we mentioned the tour. So you're currently on the tour, obviously. That's why I've come to see you. So how's that going?
It's been pretty good, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think, you know, it's the first headline tour for a while, so you never know what's going to happen, but it's been brilliant so far.
All right, yeah.
We're
great.
absolutely knackered, obviously, you know.
Yeah.
We've been
Quite a lot
ill.
of dates away, yeah, because we're doing this is our 8th date, and we've had 3 days off in the middle, but we're travelling for we're travelling on 2 of those
2 of the
days, so there's
days.
only 1 day off,
Yeah.
proper. But yeah, it's good. London was really good, Bolton was good, Wolverhampton was really
Scotland.
good, and great to go up to Scotland as well.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's been in the main positive, you know.
You've done some miles then.
We've done a lot of miles,
7,000
yeah, we've done a couple of
yeah.
thousand so far,
Yeah,
yeah.
must have done, yeah.
And
It's just the easy bit. you know,
It is, yeah.
right
So
there.
you're in Nottingham again later in the week, aren't you?
Mm.
So are you loitering around this area then? Or
No.
are you back out on the road again?
All off home for, just a day.
For a day.
Really, once we're home, back Tuesday, so I'll have day off Tuesday. and off.
Day of sleeping then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have a wash.
Just
Proper
scrub
wash.
up, yeah.
Eat some food.
Eat proper
Okay.
food, have a proper wash and a proper sleep.
Yeah.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
So the album, which we've mentioned, released, was it the 30th of September it was
Yeah.
released? So what kind of reception you had on that? Obviously, no, I enjoyed it.
It's been good. We've had a lot of messages from people that, you know, with who bought it through the pledge. And there's still copies good to go out because we've been signing them on tour and then to go back and get ships and all that. So been getting some good feedback from fans who bought it and some good reviews as well. Been coming through. So yeah, it's been on the whole pretty positive.
Yeah, very positive.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it was a long time coming, I guess, in a way, because the last album obviously was sort of tracks that were recorded, you know, several years ago, and to have an actual brand new album with completely new songs, that was always a little bit of apprehension knowing how it's going to be received, but it's been brilliant so far. And obviously, the fans are the most important people. You know, if they like it, we're happy. You know,
Yeah.
that's that's all we can ask for. Really. You know, we pick up some good reviews. It's even better. So.
I think what's important for me, and we were talking about this the other day, is that with most reviews, there's comparisons to other bands and things, and probably every band that I was into from the age of 8 years old to now, it's kind of mentioned, you know, which is great. It's, you know, hearing things like the Buzzcocks and Boomtown Rats and Blondie and the Kinks and Bowie and Bolan, and you know, it's great because I mean we're not trying to do anything. I mean, you know, that was very important for this album, is that we just kind of did a natural. You know, we just let the music
let it-
happen,
yeah,
just let it all
came
form
to-
together, and you know, we kind of in the studio, whether it was changing a direction, doing something different, then we just sort of let it flow, and that was the intent, to not try to be anything or try to sound like anything. So, so it's interesting that's, yeah. So seeing those things, it makes me happy when Hammer Rocks or something like that gets mentioned, because it's such a big influence on me in a period of my life that for people to notice that that's coming out.
Oh, for sure.
And it's unintentional, but it's it's great, you know. So just
And everybody hears something different as well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
there's not just one band that, you know, we're not obviously intentionally trying to sound like anyone, but
No.
we have our own sound, but there's obviously a lot of different influences, and I think that's what kind of makes this band in a way, you know. It's quite hard to pigeonhole it exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we all come from the same kind of background, musical background, you know. We all listen to the same kind of stuff. So
Yeah.
we're all throwing it in from the, I don't know, from the 50s onwards, I suppose, you know.
Yeah.
I don't like pigeonhole bands, and when people have asked me, what do they sound like? I just said, we'll have to listen to them because although people say you're glam, it's a different glam to what it's in my mind.
Okay.
And then I would say it's punkish. But then people think Sex Pistols. You know, a lot
It's not
of
like
people
that,
who aren't
yeah,
into
yeah,
rock
yeah.
will automatically think Sex Pistols. So I just go rock. It's rock music.
Yeah.
I find it
It's
hard.
rock band,
Yeah.
yeah.
Today we were having lunch somewhere and you know what sort of music you're playing, and they must think you're kind of a bit kind of stupid for not knowing what to say, but I just never
can't
know.
say
what's
one
that.
particular band.
We should get a stock answer that we just.
Yeah.
Or maybe
But
just
there
have
is
a-
obviously we have big glam influences.
Yeah.
Obviously, there's power pop. You know, there's rock, obviously. So there's punk new wave, and obviously the whole sort of sleaze punk thing as well. And it's just everything really. So
Because we came from this so-called sleaze scene, really. That was our our origins. But obviously a lot went before that, which was all what we listened to as kids and things. So but the glam rock, as in proper 70s glam rock, was kind of the image we kind of got into that we really liked.
Yeah.
you're not glam metal. I mean, you obviously there's a different stuff.
Well, no, I listen to all sorts. I mean, if you look at my website, I mean, the album I'm just trying to pen down a review for is New Suicidal Tendencies one.
Yeah.
Is a band which I like, but I'm also a massive Queen fan. I like Blondie, obviously like you guys.
Yeah.
I'm managing a band who are glam metal, like 80s,
Well,
like Motley Crue style.
Yeah.
There's
Def
a lot of bands
Leppard.
doing that again. Yeah, that's
So I just like rock music, the whole genre of it.
cool. Yeah.
So even that,
Which is brilliant. It's
Yeah.
good to have appreciate, wide spectrum and stuff. I think.
I mean, on my playlist I could have some thrash metal on, and it could be you guys come on, Toesland, things like that. So it's very varied what
Brilliant.
I listen to. So that's why the name of the website is Rock Reviews as opposed to metal or
Yes.
because I just like the whole genre of it. So
Yeah, that's cool.
so yeah, it's great to talk to you guys. And last time we spoke, we talked about the 90s. You were getting up to be the next big thing what Kerrang magazine had said, and then obviously it all ended. So what was the deciding factor for you guys getting back together and having another stab at it all?
It wasn't really, it wasn't thought out in any way, I suppose, but it was, I think probably the catalyst for me was finding demo tapes whilst clearing out a loft, and so I was listening to the songs that ended up on Crash Landing in Teenage Heaven. Basically that's the stuff I found, so Ashtray Eyes, whatever, I had them, but there was things like Sci-Fi Louise, Crash Landing, Teenage Heaven, Superboy Disaster. I hadn't heard these songs for 10, 15 years, so playing them I just got very excited, and I was just thinking, God, I wish I was still doing this, or just have a chance to play these live again or something, and just thinking what a waste they were sat in the loft, and it was that kind of ignited it. I can't remember whether that was before or after I bumped into a guy that Mark and I was a mutual friend. We used to play football together, and I met this guy in Greenwich, and he just, we just sort of reminisced a little bit, and he just said, "Oh, Mark's back in England," because Mark had gone off to LA, and we'd lost touch because of just both of us moving house and this and that in different parts of the world, and that was that. We maybe emailed, didn't we, maybe once or twice a year, and had a conversation.
Several
on the phone.
years had passed.
And then it just sort of it drifts, and then I moved, or Mark moved, and that's it. So, but yeah, so I phoned up your dad, I think, spoke to your old man, and
That's right.
got a phone number, and then rang you up, shocked him one evening.
Out of the blue. Who's this? What are you talking about?
That's
I
right.
don't remember that. It's all distant memory at that point. I
Yeah,
never thought we'd do this again, and obviously still playing music over the years and, individually doing your own thing. Obviously you had a band as well for a while, so I had a band for a while. I did some stuff out in the States, but nothing really kind of took off, so obviously these guys had already, you guys were slim bands at this point. And I think that it was Ian Wiggy, our
plus the Facebook
bass player,
thing,
who,
yeah.
I'm not sure.
No, because first time I met you guys, it was How We Are Now. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, so when we kind of reconvened, if you or whatever, once a couple of years ago, he I guess he instrumental
Very
as
cool,
well,
yeah.
because he'd start up like there was a
Fan page
on Facebook.
yeah,
started.
for Silver Hearts and Oscar Dreamers, and
Yeah.
that's how I re-met him, because we'd all lost touch with each other completely, and so I met up with him and two of our previous drummers, and I'd spoken to Mark, but then I had your number written down wrong, your mobile number,
Right.
and I was sending you texts. I remember listening to the demo. I was listening to Crash Landing one day at home. I I sent you a text about the first time I think I was, sent a message about, we should get together and play these again, whatever. But it wasn't reaching me. So I said, I remember saying, well, I can't get on with him. So, and then we compared numbers, and I had a number incorrect.
Oh, okay.
So
You didn't get a reply?
from anyone else.
From anyone else, no.
But this,
I'm up for it.
this 17-year-old boy
Yeah.
kept ringing me, talking about the band.
I'll be in your band.
Yeah. So so that was it. So we finally did get it together. So and it's been 2 years as well. It's been, 2.5 years since then, I guess. But Mark and I met up, and I drove over to Mark's place with a acoustic guitar and that, and we just spent the weekend playing the guitar and singing and chatting and reminiscing and all that, and writing a set list.
And you're on the road.
Well, we just wanted to try a rehearsal, have a jam with Ginge, the drummer, and Ian bass.
It was putting a line up together, making some decisions. How do we do this?
Pretty much that first rehearsal, you kind of like, the energy was there, and sort of.
It was amazing. When
Just
I
came
first
straight
did it.
back, bloody hell, yeah.
It's kind of weird. We hadn't seen each other Mark and I hadn't seen each other for 10 years.
For years, yeah.
The other guys longer.
I think even longer, yeah.
And we all met up in the foyer of the Premier Inn in Watford.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird, yeah. I seen Ginge, who played for us actually. I did meet up with him. He came down to my
You'd
sort
seen
of
him, hadn't you?
yeah. But yeah, it was
It was
good.
pretty instantaneous at that point straight away. As soon as you plugged in, you kind of knew that we were going to do this again. I think, so, kind of.
And then it's sort of like lighting the touch paper. It's been sort of non-stop ever since then, isn't it, really?
It's just,
Yeah.
you just want more and more.
Completely addicted to it again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we're lucky that we were, been able to do this again, really. So, obviously 20 years later, it's pretty amazing. I think we probably couldn't have done it 10 years ago. It's obviously now the climate is, it's hard, for any live band, but just I think people now are kind of, there's obviously several bands that in our period, and the first time around who are doing it again. And it's great,
It is great to see bands getting out there,
Yeah.
doing it live, but it really annoys me. Last night, I've been to see a gig in Nottingham,
Yeah.
and you go past a nightclub and they're queuing down
Oh,
the
yeah.
road to
Yeah.
get in a nightclub and
Yeah.
pay a tenner to get in there and
Yeah.
listen to somebody playing records, where you
Yeah.
can go and see a band like yourself for £6,
Yep.
£8, whatever, can't you?
Yeah.
And it
They won't be queuing for it. No.
just
Something.
annoys
Yeah. I
for
think
any real music fan.
It's tough.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's tough.
it's just. It varies different places, I suppose. But the climate's changed in that respect, I guess. But
It's live music is a challenge now for sure. It's a different. Everything's with social networking, media. Everything's completely different, isn't it? You don't go to the shop and buy your melody maker or your sounds or your Kerrang each week to find out who the new
Exactly,
bands
yeah.
are. Just have a quick look online and discard it straight away. Maybe I don't know. There's no real sort of connection with artists or new artists anymore.
well, those things are all more important, and sort of being with younger people and iPads and things. They're listening to kind of, quite a big, broad selection of music. Yeah, they don't really know anything about it. They don't know what they're listening to particularly.
And they don't necessarily go and find it.
It's
Well,
just-
they probably know the song.
It's
but
too
they might not-
accessible.
They might not
to
even know
them, yeah.
who the artist is. You might know a song, but not know who the artist is, or be able to actually visualise who they are or anything like that.
Yeah,
These
you're right.
days.
But for us, as kids, again, probably speak for all of us. You get your pocket money, wouldn't you? And you go off and buy a record every Saturday or whatever down the local record store. And then as you got older, I remember going off getting Kerrang when it came out, and you read the reviews. And we were talking about this the other day. That bands like LA Guns, Faster Pussycat, all that kind of sleaze scene that's been. You saw the picture, you read the review, you were out there and you went
Yeah,
and
they
bought
bought
it.
it, yeah.
And there
Before
was,
you'd even heard it. Or
yeah, of course.
You didn't go on.
But you couldn't buy it everywhere. I'd go to
Yeah.
I had a particular record shop in Chesterfield.
Yeah. Oh, Chesterfield. Yeah.
Planet X Records, I think it's called.
Mm.
And you had to go and order it because you couldn't go to your Woolworths or whatever because you wouldn't have it in.
No,
Yeah.
it's-
No.
So there was a lot of effort involved, weren't there, being a metal
Yeah,
fan?
yeah. And there was
It
we had a shop with Fair and Venus Records. I remember going there and you could get Dogs No More and all that sort of stuff there, And
It's great. Just wait to get home so you can put it on.
Put it on, yeah.
Exactly, and you'd look through the vinyl and you'd read all the notes on there, and if it were a double gatefold, you'd be really excited, wouldn't you? 'Cause,
Well,
Yeah. There's lots to look at.
yeah.
Well, that's the attachment you make. How I think becomes a lot more personal to you, music that way. I think.
I think one big positive is the resurgence of vinyl. And this is the first time we've ever done anything on vinyl. ourselves now, and it's great. And we've, a lot of people have bought it on vinyl. It's
brilliant.
exciting. It is, yeah, it's nice.
It's probably
It just feels more proper, doesn't
It
it?
does, yeah. But I've still got loads of vinyl at home, but I can't get back to using it.
No.
convenience wise.
It's exactly convenience, because I think in our busy lifestyles now,
Yeah.
it's easier. Everything's Bluetooth, isn't it? So I'm in the bath, I've got Bluetooth in my bathroom, and just bang some music on.
When do you have time to sit down and put your record on?
Exactly. You've got to have 45 minutes, haven't you?
Yeah.
Set aside, and you've got to be bothered to get up halfway through and turn it over and all that. Whereas now it's just so lazy, isn't it? It's,
It's a bit like food, I guess, isn't it? The MP3 is a bit like the microwave, isn't it?
Yeah.
And
TV
but everyone's
dinners.
going back to organic veg, so
So
which
we need-
is your vinyl.
We need a cigar, cognac.
we need to relax more, don't we?
Yeah,
That's the
yeah.
thing. Yeah, that's,
Yeah,
that's the
It's
lesson.
really
for
hard
us.
to, I think, each
And
generation that goes by, we're obviously changing, aren't we? So, evolution, if you like. But,
Yeah.
don't know. But I think you've got to hold on to that somewhere. And
Yeah, definitely.
maybe, everything will come back eventually like that.
I've got one last question, Mark. And the video, Dope
Yeah.
School, I think it's Dope School. Is that your boy in there, in that video?
Yeah.
I thought,
That's
I
my
looked at
youngest,
it.
No, it's Mark.
I wish, That's the Peter Pan of Park. Box.
Yeah, striking resemblance. I thought, it's got to be Mark's boy.
It's being 3 foot and having curly hair.
Well, thank you very
A lot
much.
of bribery went into that.
I bet, yeah.
Yeah.
Did a good job, though.
It's a lot of Lego was involved,
Yeah, it's good.
You look at the videos, there's one of Mark's many offspring crops up here and there.
Yeah. Actually, the new one of my children is in the new one as well, so
Right,
I won't tell you which one then.
I'll have a look.
Better work it out.
I'll work it out, yeah.
He's taller than me now. So.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for your time, David.
Well, thank you very much.
It's a pleasure, and look forward to seeing you out there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Thank you.